Coming up next, X-Play, followed by Unscrewed at 11:30 and Anime Unleashed at midnight.
Today on X-Play, psychic fun in Second Sight. Link hits the GBA in Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. And what do you get when you cross Resident Evil and porn? This game. Can we show that? It's game time. Now with rust proofing, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Have I rusted in the past?
What does that mean?
Hello and welcome to X-Play, the show that stole my youth, my vitality. It gave me carpal tunnel syndrome, and I loved every minute of it, except for the minutes when I was playing Zakatana.
Right. On today's show, we have a game where you use your mind to move things.
A brand new installment in the Legend of Zelda series.
More Karaoke Revolution, because a lot of people think they can sing if they've been drinking.
And two of the weirdest games we here at X-Play have ever played. Harmful Park.
And No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. I swear that is the actual title.
And if you thought that was more than enough for one episode, you'd be wrong. Because we are bringing back games that make you feel funny. The most downloaded segment in X-Play history.
Now here's a hint. It's about pornographic video games from Japan. I already feel uncomfortable.
I know, isn't it exciting? So let's start the show with the latest game about psychics who throw things with their minds because using their arms isn't challenging enough. Here's our preview of Second Sight.
Vanek, you okay?
John Vanek's got a lot on his mind. This guy. A lot to wait inside the newly renovated corridors of Vanek's brain are the answers to why he appears to have been groomed by an 8-foot, poorly dispositioned standard poodle. Rather than wonder who's been making his car payments, Vanek immediately charges into discovering the source of his condition.
Wait a second. Get down on the ground. Let me explain. Shut up.
Second Sight seeks to exploit psyopsis, the mind is a terrible thing to taste approach, along with its traditional weapons use. Development team Free Radical has made a game reminiscent of Time Splitters, and character design is similar in that enjoyable, exaggerated style, including the cartoonishly sizable mitts. As we learn throughout the game's story, Vanek is an expert on psychic phenomena, most notably the nation's leading debunker of cerebral projection.
I debunk psychics. I don't confirm them.
Perhaps you never met a real one.
The convoluted, altered timeline of events plague Vanek's mind as he and you piece together the fate of our reluctant hero and his hangover-sized headaches. What Vanek discovers is these headaches are a result of his powerfully retooled brain, capable of rendering the inanimate and animate into airborne weapons of mass confusion. Vanek's powers are beautifully animated and engrossingly interactive. Object-manipulating telekinetic powers are presented as cyclable targets affording easy access and usage. A charm ability allows temporary invisibility. Astral projection allows a ghostly version of your bad self to pass effortlessly through security fences. Though these ghostly forms will easily fool humans, the game developers cleverly made CCTV camera detection an obstacle. After all, they have no minds to alter. Our Psychic Friends Network Employee of the Year also has a room-clearing mind fart ability. But it's really the telekinetic ability that has the most satisfying mischief factor. Tossing objects from ragdoll human stunt dummies around, or just picking up dead guys for puppet dances adds layers of hilarity to the experience. The game changes gears in a flashback to the time before Vanek's Spanish Inquisition makeover. Gun combat comes complete with visually charged tracer fire battlefield scenarios. We especially like the sniper capability with the lower window scope view. Targeting is effortless and fast-paced, fueling the fury of the moment. Our initial taste of this game was satisfying on so many levels. Hell, who doesn't love picking up crap in their minds and throwing it at people? Look for Second Sight in the fall of 2004.
So if anyone saw our preview of Psyops, a game with virtually the same plot as this one, you'll notice that Second Sight is a lot less bloody.
So far, the main difference between these two seems to be the level of violence. In other words, Psyops has exploding heads in it.
But will those exploding heads be enough to help Psyops explode into our hearts, or will the kinder, gentler approach of Second Sight win us over? Why do I think it's going to be exploding heads?
Because they're like boils. We'll be sure to review it when it comes out.
Okay, now we have a treat for the Link fans out there.
While it'll be months and months before the upcoming single-player Legend of Zelda title for the GameCube comes out, there's a new Zelda multiplayer title available like now.
And by multiplayer, we mean if you own 4 Game Boys. How does it work? Find out in our review of Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures for the GameCube. The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures is Nintendo's latest attempt to get you to buy Game Boy. Fortunately for Nintendo, they've actually got something here. See, our Link is somehow split into 4 Links, all the same except for the color they feel best expresses their personality to the world. Then I think they go to Oz. See, I only have a vague idea of what's going on because while the opening cutscenes are unskippable, they are all in endless streams of text, and I don't play video games to read. There is a single-player game where you control all 4 of your color-coordinated friends as one. You can change formation to accomplish tasks or cut a swath of destruction. It's like Sherman's march through Georgia up in here. But the real point is the multiplayer game. Up to 4 friends can play at once. And when you're in the overworld, the action is on the screen. While you're in houses or otherwise blocked from the gamer's omniscient gaze, you see individual action on your Game Boy screen. If you only have 3 players, the 4th becomes someone's hanger-on, like some sort of limp appendage you'd excise if you didn't need it later to help you lift something heavy. The game urges cooperation between our 4 frisky friends, because you all have to work together to progress in the game. Not all booty bumping fun, though. The competition for the Force Gems, aka these tiny little triangles, and other shiny things leads to screaming competition. Just like in the real world, there's always one piss that ruins the vinegar in pursuit of the riches the land has to offer. One stinker that eschews the precepts of the Geneva Convention and just can't play nice. Fortunately for us heroes of light, there's retribution to be had in the name of truth and all that is good. You can pick the offender up and carry him around so as to render his maleficent antics useless. You can throw or push him down into holes. You can pick him up and throw him into an enemy, though this tactic is like beating El Salvador at soccer. You can't take it back, and the result is all-out war. This is not a game for a family with 1 kid in a polo shirt and 1 kid in a trench coat. Differences will be magnified. Deep-seated resentments will surface. Now, it could be a lesson in cooperation, but more likely your house will turn into a smoldering crater where there was once only peace, harmony, and a mild insect infestation. That is, if you can afford the setup in the first place. You can play the single-player game with a controller. The multiplayer must be played with not only the GameCube, but a GBA and a link cable for everyone. I'll give you a minute to add it all up in your head. Yeah, I got lost somewhere around the third $99.99, but it's a lot. If everyone already has all the stuff, then great. Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures is so rich, fun, and engaging that it totally earns a 4 out of 5. Now, it's really fun, but don't give this game to children because you can totally screw with other players, and it's only a matter of time before you start wailing on the other players for pushing you off a cliff in the game.
And Morgan hits really hard. I should have stolen her Force Gems or push you. It's a whimsical game about a little boy split into force. It inspires violence. How?
Coming up, because your drunk friends will always think singing is a great idea, Karaoke Revolution Volume 2.
This time, there's nowhere he can't go. In Spider-Man 2, the game, you have the freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want. Use amazing new abilities to hop from blacktop to rooftop and save the city one crime at a time. Spider-Man 2, the game. Rated T for teen.
You know that buddy list you love? Now you can take it with you on your Singular phone. Because no one makes it easier to use mobile instant messaging than Singular. Your buddy list goes with you everywhere. And right now, get unlimited instant messaging for $2.99 and a great deal on I Am Ready Nokia phones.
I call it my buddy list goes with me plan.
AOL Instant Messenger. Another reason Singular fits you best.
the wait. The new GTO, now at your Pontiac dealer.
Here you go, the Reebok Classic Clip Groove.
Oh yeah, Twister got these on, it's so sexy.
What's up, shawty? You know I'ma have to stop. You're looking too proper.
When you stepping out of the Foot Locker, and they got on so much ice I can make her my blind date. She built with a fine face, so sexy in size 8. Wanna be the one Twister, come and check out how we ride. And I only be ballin' with folks that's rocking them Reeboks. And every time I step out of a nasty whip, I'm only sporting Reebok Classic Clip.
The Reebok Classic Clip Groove. Available only at Foot Locker.
Here at Arby's, we're celebrating the introduction of a great new sandwich.
Introducing Arby's new Market Fresh Chicken Salad Sandwich. Tender, all-white meat chicken with fresh diced apples, sliced grapes, and toasted pecans, all on bakery soft honey wheat bread. Uh-oh! Arby's new Market Fresh Chicken Salad Sandwich. Chicken salad never tasted so good.
I'm still legally obligated to introduce Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Oh, yes, you are.
Welcome back to X-Play.
You know, we've done a lot of horrible things in our day, but one of the worst was singing in all the Karaoke Revolution previews.
Now, I'm not saying we're atonal. I'm just saying that the sound of a moose mating is slightly more melodic. I watch the Nature Channel.
So we are deeply saddened to bring you a review of Karaoke Revolution 2.
But at least this time we didn't sing. No thanks necessary.
Here's a review of Karaoke Revolution 2.
Since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell.
Last year, Konami released Karaoke Revolution to excellent reviews and apparently good enough sales to warrant a second volume. So please put your hands together for the aptly named Karaoke Revolution Volume 2.
I wanna rock and roll all night.
Originally, they promised an expansion disc to the first Karaoke Revolution, and while Volume 2 isn't that, it might as well be. It's a standalone game that doesn't require the original, but it does have the feel of an expansion pack rather than a brand new game. The only downside is that the novelty of the original game is missing, but newcomers won't mind that, and veterans will appreciate the chance to dive into more than 30 new songs, and that's a good thing. It might be a matter of taste, but we like the selection of songs even better this time around. The new songs are, well, newer, with fairly recent tunes like It's My Life from No Doubt. There's also classic 80s sing-alongs such as Every Breath You Take. The selection here covers a wide variety of genres and difficulty levels. Some songs are intrinsically easy, while others, like Heartbreak Hotel, take a lot of practice to get the whole bloated, phlegmy Elvis thing just right.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell.
Luckily, the overall harshness of the judging can also be tweaked to fit your particular skill level. Whoa, that's outrageous. Insofar as the game itself, not much has changed. You still need a PS2-compatible USB headset, there's one included. You still sing along with the music and the crowd judges your performance as evidenced by the strength of their cheers or rapidly dwindling numbers. Technically, you don't have to sing the correct lyrics as long as you match the proper pitch and length of each vocal segment. So, theoretically, you could sing gibberish the whole time. But that just seems wrong. The major addition to Volume 2 is the new medley mode, which strings together short clips of several different songs. That said, the Karaoke Revolution series is one that could carry on for years, whether your neighbors like it or not. We give it a needful 4 out of 5.
I thought our singing was bad, but at least we didn't grunt or howl into the microphone.
You know, I take issue with the title, Karaoke Revolution. A revolution is the overthrow of an oppressive government. The only thing that gets overthrown in this are the oppressive laws of good taste.
Well, once again, at least we didn't sing this time.
That can be remedied. Have you heard my rendition of Harper Valley PTA?
No! Okay, go to break before we have to pay for the rights. Quick!
Up next, if Harmful Park isn't a weird game, I don't know what is.
At CDW, we ship over 100,000 IT products to customers every day. So how can we do it even faster? One word, wormholes. I think it could really change things. It could take our shipping system to a whole new level. Now I just need to figure out the whole space-time continuum thing.
For the top brand IT products you need shipped out fast, count on CDW for the right technology right away.
Are you ready to see the big show, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, behold, if you dare, witness the mind-bending curiosity of the radiation people. Exposed to polonium-210, a deadly radioactive isotope that's linked to causing cancer in humans. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the radiation people. One more thing you should know about polonium-210, it's also found in cigarette smoke. The really bad news, you are the radiation people. Welcome to Crazy World.
Hey, it's Harold and Kumar.
Warning, watching Harold and Kumar go to White Castle can lead to...
Come on, Boogie, let's turn this mother down!
Increased appetite.
Come on, give me the double stuff.
Loss of balance.
We're gonna be at White Castle in no time!
A heightened sense of smell.
Dude, what is that?
And uncontrollable laughter. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Whoa, those aren't real. Yes, they are.
Rated R. Starts Friday.
What are your dreams? Do they include playing video games? Or making video games? Or both? Stop dreaming. Pick up the phone, call Collins College, and start a career doing what you love in the new game design program. Call 1-888-256-1200 now. That's 1-888-256-1200.
Are you getting caught with unhealthy credit card debt as you try to balance your life? There is hope. There's 800 Credit Card Debt, an approved debt management company established to get you back on solid ground.
800 Credit Card Debt can eliminate penalties, reduce interest rates, and make your monthly payments smaller.
Call right now for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. Call in the next 5 minutes to see how fast you can get out of debt. Call 1-800-453-1306.
There's only one award show for gamers, G4ia, where wondrous celebs, heavenly bands, and gaming's biggest awards come together in a paradise for players. Join us for the ultimate gamer celebration. Make the escape starting Friday, August 6th at 8 p.m. G4ia, sponsored by EB Games and Jeep.
Two people who can dress themselves, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Two people?
I learned how to zip yesterday.
That was a good day for all of us.
Welcome back to X-Play, the show that tracks down strange and unusual games so that we can make fun of them. Because they're different.
Yes, once again, we've scanned the globe to find two of the weirdest games money can buy.
And once again, they're both from Japan.
So sit back, relax, and watch more weird games. Our first stop on our tour of the weird is Harmful Park. This charmingly insane shooter set in an amusement park gone wrong. The park begins as an innocent family-oriented attraction called Heartful Park. This strangely jovial guy invades it with his robotic army of cutesy animals. Luckily, his former assistant works at the park and sends her daughters out on high-tech hoverbikes to stop the deranged inventor. Armed with with weaponry like a pie-throwing hand catapult and dual ice cream cone lasers, you must blast through multiple stages of the park while flying gumball machines, zombie elephant heads, and helicopters that look like dogs try to bar your path. Also, a monkey steals your hamburger. The title screen claims the game contains highbrow gag and pure shooting. The shooting I can see, but it's a bit light on the highbrow gags. About the closest it gets is a Moby Dick reference. The rest of the time, you'll be assaulted by giant schoolgirls who attack you with strawberries and 10-story kings with deadly beer guts. Luckily, if things get too intense, you can resort to your ice cream sundae super blaster attack. I will give Harmful Park credit for having the most unusual boss battle I've ever seen, in which a wedding is broken up at a chapel and you must dodge the abandoned groom's tears while shooting a giant heart on the wall. Harmful Park isn't even the most offbeat Japanese shooter around, but it's certainly the only game I've played in which a monkey spanked its ass at me while riding a cow train, a worthy addition to the roster of the weird. Next up, a little-known PS1 classic. No one can stop Mr. Domino. Described as an action puzzle game, this is by far the best domino setting up and knocking down game ever made. You play the plucky Mr. Domino, whose sole purpose in life is to run laps around everyday environments and set up dominoes in key places. Once the dominoes are set, he knocks them down and starts a chain reaction of massive proportions that no one can stop. The game is badly named. Turns out a whole lot of things can stop Mr. Domino, up to and including magical fruit and swinging boxes of Pocky. The guy can't catch a break. Even his anthropomorphic domino buddies beat the hell out of him with doors and run him down in their jeeps. Who knew dominoes lived in such a cutthroat society? No one can stop Mr. Domino is a hefty challenge, and not always in a good way. But there's nothing else out there like it, and it'll probably run you about $5 at the most. It's a small price to pay to watch a domino dance number on the stage of the weird.
Harmful Park seems harmless.
Mr. Domino, surprisingly stoppable.
Coming up, more anime porn. Why? Because we can.
You don't want to play on the Big River, boys.
You're a Boy Scout?
No, but I had a brownie once.
What started as a weekend in heaven
I'm all natural.
is turning into
Get in the fetal position.
Abort the fetal position.
the vacation from hell.
Our only chance is to huddle together for warmth.
I, for one, choose death.
Without a paddle.
This never leaves the cave.
Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday, August 18th, only in theaters.
BMW introduces the first seamless integration of iPod and automobile.
Ever wondered what it's really like to be a soldier?
What do you got?
I have a sit rep from Alpha Company.
PT, ready to be verified. Verified.
Put yourself in the picture with this free video. You'll see over 200 great jobs in the Army and over 180 in the Army Reserve. You'll also see what skills you learn, how you can earn money for college, even what soldiers do in their free time. Call 1-800-984-ARMY now and get this free t-shirt and your free video. Put yourself in the picture and see what it's really like to become an Army of One.
Just because I'm disembodied doesn't mean I don't have feelings for Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
The announcer started to creep me out. It's like a bad horror movie in cyberspace, where no one can hear you scream. Well, unless you plug a headset into a USB port and then you put the microphone in and go, ah!
Welcome back to X-Play. Once again, we're bringing you a brand new chapter in our most popular segment ever, games that make you feel funny.
How funny? Really, really funny. If by funny you mean sick and uncomfortable.
And how?
Here's our expose of one of the creepiest anime porn game series.
There's a series?
There's a series. Death's Blood.
Warning, the following review has been shown to cause feelings of funniness in adult males.
Connoisseurs of the teledildonic arts may fondly recall our review of Sexy Beach 2. The Japanese call it a dating sim. Technically, it's not a game. It's more an exercise in pestering your date until she relents and gives you pity sex, just like in real life. So, imagine our surprise when we discovered that Illusion, the Japanese developer responsible for Sexy Beach, actually makes real games where you shoot stuff. This is DBVR. It's a Resident Evil clone with a twist. Hey, what's a nice girl like you doing in a raven-infested back alley like this? I can't really understand what you're saying, but okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Scratch that nice girl part. Yeps, that's the twist. You shoot demonic banana slugs. You talk to exotically dressed women. Then you help them get a little less exotically dressed. The game's all in Japanese, so our comprehension was limited, to say the least. There's this alien meteorite thingy and a bunch of naked chicks in jars, and well, that's about all we could figure out about the plot. We definitely have no idea why this guy likes to stroke his mustache so much. We do know that in the future, there will be a crippling shortage of pants. The DB in DBVR stands for Death's Blood, which is German for the blood. Yeah, that clears everything up. Over the years, Illusion has pumped out a half dozen or so titles in the Death's Blood series. They're pretty much all the same game, with slightly different incomprehensible plots and a new set of interactive racks, with one notable exception, Death's Blood Race. Yeah, bring on the hot cars and hotter women. Or poorly rendered women who run around barefoot with no pants on and race against dinosaurs and a somersaulting secret agent. You race as a number of women from the Death's Blood series. If you emerge victorious, you get to take a victory lap with one of your friends. Once again, the plot is way over our heads. Let's see, this woman is after an evil clown, and this one likes to talk to magic frogs. In the final race of the game, you actually get to play as the frog. When the frog wins, yep, back to DBVR. Like Resident Evil, DBVR features lush yet non-interactive backgrounds, iffy targeting controls, and of course, crap camera angles. But really, what do you want from a game to let you truly reap the rewards due to a righteous champion of all that is good? All I know is, that's making me feel a little funny.
The frog did what?
Well, he didn't turn into a prince. Sorry, ladies.
That is honestly one of the most grotesque and disgusting things I've ever seen on this show.
And it sold millions of copies worldwide. Go figure.
Okay, how about something that is usually pornographic but clean today? Viewer mail.
Today's email is from Kevin S. He writes, I'm a 16-year-old loser with no grace or balance. In other words, I'm perfect for Dance Dance Revolution. I'm a male with long brown hair and facial hair. I look like a cross between Jesus and Charles Manson. I was watching X-Play review a Star Wars game when I saw a Wookiee dance. I videotaped myself playing DDR, and the similarity between myself and the dancing Wookiee is disturbing.
Kevin, please send us the video. We totally won't put it on air.
Oh, no, we just want to watch it. It makes us feel better about ourselves, really. It's not for public consumption.
Please send it.
I mean, also, if you have a videotape of yourself pretending you have a lightsaber and you're doing Jedi moves, send us that as well. Once again, we won't put it on the air.
You could also just send it on the internet, and we could just pass it around to
That's true.
all of our friends.
Yeah, just get an FTP site, and we'll find it there. But Kevin, I do want to make you feel a little better. You know, when I do DDR, I wouldn't say I look like a dancing Wookiee, but
you look sort of like an orangutan, like kind of gangly and flopping around there.
So yeah, if you took like a bunch of methamphetamines and jacked up an orangutan and then put him to a beat,
that would totally be you.
Yeah.
Check out our website.
Great about myself.
G4TechTV.com. Good night.
Coming up next, Unscrewed, followed by Anime Unleashed at midnight.
Coming up tonight, live in the sky, why Americans aren't getting the real story behind the UFO sightings in Mexico. Plus, punk rock gets political. We got the lead singer of NoFX in our studios to give us the lowdown. And our girl gone wired is a lingerie lover and says she loves everything about men. Really, Adrian? You love everything? Hey everyone, I'm Laura Swisher, and you're watching Unscrewed.
Unscrewed. That's right.
And here he is, a man whose friends opted out of their cell phone in plan as soon as he joined. It's Martin Sargent.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for being here on Unscrewed. Wonderful to have you in the audience. Yeah, that was fairly embarrassing, Laura, when that happened to me, but what was more embarrassing is when I joined the MCI Friends and Family Plan and all my family opted out. That was a big shot to the ego.
You should have let him know. Just join in and, you know.
I know. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Unscrewed, the show that walks the beach of internet culture at sundown, searching for shark's teeth and pretty shells, maybe for a necklace or maybe to put it in an ashtray on the back of the toilet. I'm head beachcomber Martin Sandy Sargent. Speaking of collecting, the weirdest thing happened to me last night when I was out wandering the interstate looking for cans. I was scanning the weeds when I looked up to see a man standing before me, a man who looked just like screen legend Steve Guttenberg. He stared at me and said, "I am not Steve Guttenberg. I just look like him. I'm actually a magical tech genie who roams the interstate granting high-tech wishes to all the down-and-out drifters I meet." Then he took off his shirt and touched his nipple, which I thought was kind of weird. Then I noticed he was glowing. So I thought, he really is a genie, come to grant me 3 high-tech wishes. Right off the bat, I knew what I wanted for my first wish. I wanted my favorite adventure person action figure, Ranger Wayne,